NATO leaders are meeting this week at the Grove Hotel in Chandler's Cross on the outskirts of Watford. Here, the PA news agency has a look at the military bloc, what Donald Trump and others think of it, how much money members of NATO contribute, and where the UK's main political parties stand. What is NATO? The North Atlantic Treaty Organization was formed in 1949 to prevent a resurgence of nationalism and militarism in Europe after two world wars and to deter the Soviet Union's expansion. Its ranks have swelled to 29 member nations who agree to mutual defense in response to an enemy attack. This week the UK will host a NATO leaders meeting, welcoming the alliance back to its first home. #NATO London, #WeAreNatoPic.twitter.com/7newMT9. Foreign Office, Great Britain, at Foreign Office, December 2, 2019. An attack against one ally is considered as an attack against all allies, as the principle goes. They pledged in recent years to bring defense spending to at least 2% of each country's GDP by 2024. How much does the UK spend? The UK has met NATO's 2% target every year since its introduction in 2006. For the last 7 years, the UK has been the second highest spender in NATO, spending $60.4 billion on defense in 2018. The US, meanwhile, has spent more than twice as much on defense than the rest of NATO combined in each of the last 7 years. Aside from the UK and the US, the other countries meeting the 2% target are Greece, Poland, Latvia, and Estonia. Between 2012 and 2018 total NATO defense spending has fallen by $72.2 billion. While NATO Europe have increased spending by more than $25 billion in this period, NATO North America have reduced their expenditure by nearly $100 billion. How does Donald Trump feel about NATO? The US president has expressed concern about the cost of NATO, and has been unhappy at how much the other 28 members contribute. In his State of the Union address earlier this year, he said that the US had been treated very unfairly by friends of ours, members of NATO, over a period of years. During his presidential campaign he called the alliance obsolete and criticized other members whose security he thought was being subsidized by the states. However, he has since U-turned on that stance, to the relief of many, saying, "I said it was obsolete. It's no longer obsolete." What about French President Emmanuel Macron? Mr. Macron has said NATO leaders must have a discussion about the future of the military alliance and how ties with Russia can be improved. He recently described the organization as brain dead, a comment that was criticized by others within the alliance. He expressed regret at the two previous NATO summits focusing only on how to alleviate the financial cost for the Unite. For more on this story, visit the news article link.